Hello everyone, this is Ben Pelham, PelhamPlanetaryResearch.com. I'd like to take you on a little trip with me here to the south polar area of Earth's moon. We're going to go inside an unnamed crater there and look over some very unusual looking fabrications. It's what it looks like to me like, but who knows what they're going to do with it. But anyway, something's going on down there, and let's go down there and take a little look. We'll jump on the little spacecraft here called the E.T. Express, and we're going to get underway. We are now underway, and we just came in for a landing here. Okay, we're going to go on the inside of the little crater here and see what we can find in there. Okay. You've heard me in past videos talk about conveyance alleyway. First time I saw it was over at Hermite Crater. And there at Hermite Crater, I named it a conveyance alleyway because I think they're making things and taking them up and down to the interior of the moon and finishing them, and probably trading way out in the universe. But anyway, I'm kind of getting away from what I wanted you to see here. All right, you can see these unusual objects in here. It's almost like looking at it, like looking at a wall here of some kind of lumber, but I bet that's not what it is. We're really looking down on it like the crow that flies over here. So I'm going to skip on up here just a little bit and see what else we can find in here. You can see perhaps the powers that be didn't want us to see what's under here, or at least most of it. It's not completely covered up, plenty enough there for us to look at, and that you can see that it's intelligently made, all stacked up, just as far as we're looking at the wall here. In reality, we're looking straight down. We'll go on up through here and check these things out a little bit more on up toward the top here. This is quite a sprawling type industrial area here. And you can see all these things are not running in the same direction or parallel. Some of them are at odd angles, you know. So it looks like the moonlings are working with this, whatever they're doing with it. That would be good to know. Now we're coming into some pretty organized construction here. I think I'll go ahead and take a screenshot here and take a closer look at this. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I've got a little photo editing program here called Photoscape X. You can order it from the Microsoft Store, and it's free. All you got to do is download it, and let's see what we can do with it. We'll bring my photo across. Up to the right here in Photoscape X, I'm going to be using the brightness and the contrast tabs for the sake of time, and they're adequate to let us see what's happening on the big picture here. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Okay, we'll lighten it up a little bit, try to bring it to life here a little bit, and let's see here. Yeah, here's what I'm looking for. I'll have a few little pauses here and there. I have macular degeneration, which is a problem with the retina, and I have to kind of take my time when I'm looking for sliders and things like this. And but I'm still conking along. I got a 32-inch high definition monitor that I use here on my computer, and other things that I do to let me continue on. So I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just letting you know why there are skips and little time intervals when I start talking about things. But anyway, you can see the fabrication that has taken place here, and it would be interesting to know what in the dickens that's for, but I don't think we're going to find out in too much of a hurry. While we're in here among the bears and the bats, let's just kind of sneak around in here, see what else the moonlings have in here. Yeah, where it disappears here, it'd be interesting to follow it and see exactly more what it is than what's presented here. But I have to say, though, there's a lot presented here. It's one reason I wanted to bring you down here to see this. This is probably 2,500 miles away from the North Pole area where we went the last couple of times to see stuff up there. Now, this is interesting here, you see. Yeah, some things are just helter-skelter, and others are all headed in the same directions. So I guess we'll just let our imagination work a little bit to know what this is or what we think of it. But anyway, I think we've seen enough of it till you can see that there is some activity there for sure. And I'll go ahead and start working my way back out of here. So wish all of you a good day or a good night, depending on where you are in the world. Until next time, this is Ben Pelham, PelhamPlanetaryResearch.com. So long, everybody.